Hey, my Capricorn little goats. Welcome back to my YouTube channel. It's me, Teri Hunter, intuitive astrologer, angel therapy practitioner, Reiki master, and empowerment coach. And I'm here with your August heavenly horoscopes just for Capricorn. I'm going by rising, moon, sun, and stelliums. A stellium is 3 or more planets in Capricorn, mostly 4 planets in Capricorn. What I'm going to do today is I'm going to talk about the transits, and then I'm going to do an angel reading focused specifically for Capricorn in how to address the transits, how to work the energy to best serve you through the month of August 2021. So the first thing I want to talk about is Jupiter going retrograde into Aquarius. It's going to be joining Saturn in Aquarius, which is currently retrograde. And for you, Capricorn rising, this is your second house. The second house, it represents values, your personal values, your value to yourself, your history, your money, your possessions. So what's going to happen is Jupiter is going to expand and grow and bring wealth. But when it's in retrograde, I think what it's going to do is bring opportunities to revisit the skills that you're using, the dynamics that you're purporting, the attitudes you're purporting, your history in making money, and seeing as if that is lined up with where you want to go and what you want to experience. And in many ways, allowing you, because Capricorn is ruled by Saturn, so the ruler of your rising, moon, sun, or stelliums is in this retrograde position as well. Jupiter and Saturn are going to be retrograde until October. Retrogrades are about rest, review, reevaluation, reconsideration, everything that has an R in front of it. So as you reevaluate your beliefs and you potentially go into a different philosophy, or you reevaluate your religious views on money, because Jupiter rules religion. The second house rules money. Jupiter also naturally expands things. It amplifies things. So there is the potential of coming up with ideas that will expand your money. But part of that is also going to be about you being willing to look at Saturn's structure. And if you are indeed working structurally in a way that is serving you, or if in some way you're working structurally on another agenda, what's expected of you, what you feel obligated to, what you feel bound by. Saturn rules restriction, limitation, depression, old age, and it rules the father energy. And while oftentimes people focus on the lower vibrations of Capricorn, I see the baby goats. I see Saturn as a benevolent father that says, if you pick the lane you love, if you pick the skills you love and you work hard at it, you will be rewarded. And that's what Aquarius offers, because it's an Upachaya house that offers wealth through your hopes and your dreams. It's an opportunity for you to look at where your family history may be a platform that you're sitting on that is limiting your abundance or limiting your ability to explore new territories. Jupiter and Sagittarius rule long distance travel. So Jupiter's going to rule movement in places that are foreign to you. And I think this is about your belief system. So that's the main theme that's going on August, September, and October. So being aware of that, you can take advantage of that process now and then implement it when these planets move forward. Specifically, the Sun and Mercury will be in Leo on the 1st of August in opposition to Saturn in Aquarius. How you project yourself is the Sun. Mercury is your thoughts, what you read, what you speak, your neighborhood, your communities, your everyday activities. So there's going to be something about the way that you're feeling about yourself and what you want in the way of your everyday activities that's going to be in opposition to the current structure that you're in. And again, this is the opportunity to review. Mars is in Virgo, moving into Virgo. It will be at 1 degree on the 1st of August, and it will be in opposition to Jupiter. So we have this sort of dynamic of, where's my work taking me? Is it something that's serving me? Is it stale? Is it old? And how can I liberate myself from that? And how can I put faith into the world? Jupiter rules faith, and faith in myself and my skills. Second house, this is where this is happening for Capricorn, and giving you an opportunity to really reinvent yourself if you're brave enough. The new moon on the 8th of August, I think, is on an auspicious day. Eights are very powerful money numbers. And the new moon in Leo is going to have a focus on fun, on your personal hobbies, on your personal pleasures, on romance, on your children per se, and the inner child on some level. Because I want to take that new moon in the house of family history. The second house represents our history. So you have an opportunity to plant seeds in the dark of the new moon that, as you nurture them, will illuminate a path coming up at the end of the month, when the full moon in Aquarius puts a spotlight on things. So we also have the day after the new moon in Leo. Venus will be in the 6th house of Virgo, opposing Neptune in Pisces at the 22nd degree. It's a very challenging degree, and it feels like it's going to illuminate my value in work and whether or not I'm valued. Neptune is murky. Neptune can represent spirits or spirits, and Neptune represents water. So you may find yourself, working super hard, or having worked super hard and not feeling the value that you're looking for, Capricorn. And that may give you the inspiration to be more like a baby goat and give yourself permission to play more. And in doing so, maybe taking a little bit of pressure off of yourself. Venus rules our skills. She rules skills with the voice as well, beauty, possessions. So there could be some opposition with what you want for in work, or what you want it to give you in the way of value, and what you're actually getting. The week of the 16th, we have Mercury and Mars starting a very close conversation, which could be tense. They will be exact on the 18th, and they will be doing this dance together until the end of the month. Mercury can rule the monkey mind, and Mars can be extremely impatient. So there is an opportunity, or there's the potential that there could be arguments in 6th house Virgo related things. Work. You could even argue with your pet. You could even argue with your doctor, or feel a sense of aggravation about your health and about how you're thinking about your health. All of these things, coupled with the Saturn Jupiter retrograde, give you an opportunity to liberate yourself from some oppressive feelings. We have Venus moving into Libra on the 17th, which is beautiful because it will start to ease the energy. Venus rules Libra. So we see the sign of beauty and love and art, and all things cozy and luxurious in the sign of Libra. That's going to be beautiful. And then on the 22nd, we have our full blue moon in Aquarius. A blue moon is 2 full moons in the same sign, or within a 30-day period, if you don't follow astrology. And this is very, very powerful, because there was an illumination that happened for you, Capricorn, in your 3rd house of everyday activities, your neighborhoods, your communities, the people you see every single day at work, your teammates, your workmates, your project mates. And this illumination started some sort of liberation. Now we see the new moon looking at your personal pleasures, how you feel valued for you as a Leo, pushing your sun out there. And now we have this full moon at 29 degrees. The first one was at 1 degree. So it was the beginning of the process. Now there's a culmination. There is something that's going to be illuminated for you that you really cannot ignore. It's just going to straight up tell you, you made a good decision, you made a poor decision, or you made a fear-based decision. And now you get an opportunity through Jupiter and Saturn to revisit that decision. We will go into Virgo season on the 22nd, 23rd, depending on where you are in the world. And on the 24th and the 25th, we have Mercury, the planet of monkey mind, the planet of our speaking, our writing, our teaching, in an opposition to Neptune in Pisces. This is going to be very murky communications. So there is a potential that in your own mind, the sense of obligation that Capricorn feels and Saturn instills will make you feel like things are very real and you must do this. But I feel like you need to give it a break. You need to sort of give it a moment, because when Mercury moves into Libra, you'll see things from a more balanced place. And that will happen 6 days later on the 30th of August. So Capricorn, I know you're going to want to be like that goat and stoically go up that mountain, regardless of the obstacles. But the only obstacle this month is your mind and how you're letting it maybe put you in a space that you feel obligated to something that is expired and no longer serving your happiness. And I'm sorry, that's in the second house. The third house, I apologize, because the second house is values and family history. So there's still people from my community involved. So I'm going to stick with that. And again, because of the Virgo aspect and the sixth house of work. But I think you're going to have an opportunity to really step into a space where you look at your skills, you look at your talents, you look at your money, and you start thinking of it in a more expansive way by implementing new structures, new dynamics. When I say structures, I feel like it's when I went from working for somebody else to working for myself. And it wasn't until I trusted my skills as an intuitive astrologer, as an angel therapy practitioner, as a psychic. So Capricorn, as you get over that hurdle, you'll find the baby goat in you is looking to have more fun. So let's see what the angels have to say for you. The first is Magic Guardian. Unlock your magic. Magic is alignment with source energy. It's where your belief and your actions line up so that the universe can bring you the experience you want. And this is where your skills come in. This is where the second house of your history can be renovated. Not throwing the history out, but seeing where it belongs. Because the dynamics with maybe that you had when you were a younger person are not maybe the same way they are now, or your spiritual journey could have taken you somewhere where there's more to you and you're still operating on an old story. Because the platform is to have the courage right now, this is where you're standing, to really have the self-respect to know that you're protected from all the previous harm, all the previous enduring energies, stoic behaviors. And it really is a time to allow your mind to swirl, to sit in the emotional storm, but to hold your sword of truth, Excalibur, lightly as you start to really step into the magic of the alignment of your own dreams. Aquarius rules our hopes and dreams. It rules gains. So as you're willing to liberate yourself, Aquarius, willing to expect the unexpected as I go into what I want and implement those skills, that's where the magic can happen. Because your opportunity and your obstacle is anger and frustration. And in some sense, it's taking away your power. And I want to offer it this way, because with Capricorn's stoic nature, you will work very hard, and there are humans that will just take advantage of that work. They'll just let you work and work and work and work and work and work and work. And if you don't put the brakes on, they never will. So this is an opportunity for Archangel Uriel to really satisfy that frustration and show you how it's working to be the catalyst for you moving into a place of empowerment, a place of saying, hey, I've got the skills. I don't need necessarily to do this for someone else. I can do this for me. I'm in the house of work right now. Here we have in the angel's advice, the busy mind. And here we have spirit saying, I hurt my finger, so that's why I'm using this finger. I apologize. Layla is about setting my intentions and speaking to spirit. And this is really a combination of, I almost feel like this is a contract with spirit saying you'll be aware of your own stoic nature. And unless that stoicism is aimed towards something you love and intend for, spirit will continue to work with you as you're frustrated to make that adjustment. Because in the final position, you have an opportunity to really reconcile your history. And I want to offer it this way, because Daniel is the angel of marriage. But I don't think this has to do with intimate marriage. It has to do with the history of relationships that we bring into every new situation. And I believe Capricorn will have an opportunity to rise above, to actually see signs and omens that they are in connection with spirit, that magic is not magical. Magic is natural. And as you step into that and then you implement that goat-like endurance, then you will start making magic, and a momentum will go like that. Because Capricorn is a leader. Capricorn rules the 10th house, which is the most public house. It's the house of accolades and of accomplishments, where they're seen out in the public. So allowing yourself to review your beliefs, allowing yourself to look at where you may be getting in your own way because you do have a belief that you need to do something for someone else. And is that still true, or is that an expired idea? Let's see. All right, Capricorn, that's it for me for this month, August 2021. I'm Teri Hunter. Please like, please subscribe, please comment, please share. If you'd like to get a reading with me, the information is below in the description, and I'll be back next month with another installment of your Heavenly Horoscopes. Peace out, y'all.